Trivandrum present here. I head SAMIKSHA grade 9 VAYU from the United Public School. Today, I have the privilege to talk on the topic you may get, and I shall promise to give you all freedom. Dear friends, 12 months ago, a new program, total mobilization, was spread to our Indians in the East Asia. Today, I shall tell you about the achievements done by the Indians in the past and also the demands to be done in the upcoming years. But before I do so, I want each and every one of you to realize the golden opportunity we have got to win freedom. The Britishers are engaged in a worldwide struggle in which they will defeat and face so many obstacles. The Britishers have been considerably weakened, in which we Indians rose up to the core in order to get the independence from the Britishers. Such a rare and God-given opportunity comes once in a century. That's why we all want to utilize the opportunities in the world in order to develop our skills and also to liberate the areas from the Britishers. Today, I am so hopeful and optimistic because I do not rely merely upon the efforts put by the 3 million Indians for the war of struggle. I know they all are united and they might win the struggle by putting up so much of efforts. The maximum suffering has achieved the liberty. Unfortunately, the war of 1857 made the Indians to be shed with a fate, in which everyone had lost their lives to gain the independence from the British.